guys. How are you?
Sign both of them, please.
You're gonna be on camera, pal. Smile.
Sign up there as well, please.
All right. I've always been curious about what it would be like to play in the Premier League, and so when the opportunity came about, it was too good to turn down, and I wanted to jump at it.
You know, I had Brian McBride, who was a great player for me, both at Everton and at Preston, and I had also thought about bringing Clint Dempsey, who's now done well at Fulham as well, and I've been fortunate to have Tim Howard. So the American boys I had have always done well for me. So when I heard that Landon could possibly be available on loan to bring him in, I thought, well, it's, as we would say, a no-brainer, really.
Well, the first game I showed up for was an FA Cup game. I got here, went straight to the stadium, got there at halftime. Many people came and said hi, welcome, good to see you. And then the first day at training, I walked in, Phil Neville was sitting there getting dressed, and he just started asking me questions, said welcome, great to have you here. Everybody from the kit man to the physios, they all approached me and just made it very easy. Whatever you need, let us know, we'll take care of it.
I think as a captain, you've got a job to do. You know you're going to get someone for 2 months. You know how difficult it is. It took me 6 months to acclimatise from moving from one club to another. So, you know, we needed Landon to settle straight away, and it's a really good club. Everyone, you know, makes everyone feel welcome.
On top of that, having Tim here has been a huge help. Having the people speak English, having Stuart here, and then I think especially at this club, you really get a sense of family around this club, and people take care of you and they take care of each other and they really look out for you. So from that sense, it was really easy from the first day I got here. So I got to Everton, trained a few times with the team, and then on Friday, before we left for London, the manager asked me to take some corner kicks, which I thought was a little odd, but he came up to me right away and said, look, I'm thinking about starting you, so you know, I just want you to hit some corner kicks just in case. But before the game, we had our pre-game meal, and in England they name the team usually just right before you go to the stadium, so I had no idea. Walked in, he said I was playing, and that was it.
He's played his first game against Arsenal, which is a tough baptism of fire. He answered the questions that day, played really well. You
know, part of you says, shoot, I've been in the off-season for 6 weeks, I've only had 3 real training sessions, playing at a new level in the Premiership, at Arsenal, in front of 63,000 people. It's gonna be tough. But then the other part of you says, why not? You know, why can't you do it? And I just went for it. I had no fear, and I went for it, and the team played well. I played pretty well, and we almost won. We tied the game, but we almost won there. It's a pretty cool feeling when you're part of a new team, so you're not sure how guys are gonna take you, how guys are gonna accept you. But then when you get on the field and you do something to help contribute, I think there's an immediate sense of, okay, we're glad this guy is here, and to kind of break that barrier down right away after 15 minutes in my first game, I think was really helpful.
We and I knew a lot about Landon anyway. I'd spoke to Bex about him. I knew that he was a quality player. Played against him, knew that he was going to give us something that we haven't got, and that's pace down the right side.
I must admit, I assumed he would come to be a squad player because it is so difficult to play in the Premier League. The pace of the game is so different to elsewhere. Even players from top leagues in Spain, Italy, they struggle for months to get used to the pace. So I assumed Everton had injuries, they needed squad players. I thought he would come in, play the odd game, maybe a cameo, and then go back again. But in fact, he came in, as soon as he arrived, he played, and he's played against Manchester United, Chelsea, Manchester City in Europe, and he's been absolutely outstanding.
You know, when I first came, my thought was, I want to know that I can do it at this level. And you know, the next step of that, when you're only here a short time, it's difficult, but the next step of that is I really want to excel at this level. I don't want to just fit in and just do enough. I want all my qualities to come out. And you know, maybe if I had a little more time, it would have been easier to show more of that. But you only have one chance to come in and do everything you can. And when I look back on it, I can say I did everything I could, and I feel like I was successful.
He's obviously impressed you while he's been here.
Yeah, for people to come in loan and do so well, I think the games he's had to play in, I think he's done exceptionally well, yeah.
Obviously I looked before I came to see who I might be playing against. And you know, if I would have thought beforehand that we would have gone to Arsenal and almost won, beat Man City, beat Man United, beat Chelsea, maybe should have beat Liverpool, I would have said you're crazy. But that's the way it's gone, and I'm really proud that I got a chance to play for this team, that I've had a chance to play for this team. It's a team that has a lot of quality players, but more importantly, I think just the work ethic and the way guys put in effort here, it's been inspiring for me, and I think it's helped my career a lot.
I've just been saying to a lot of my friends who've asked me how Landon's got on at Everton, and I think he's made a fantastic impression. When we look at some of the loan players that Everton have had over the past couple of seasons, Arteta, Pienaar, Howard, Joseph Yobo, I think that Landon's made more of an impression in his first 6 or 7 games than any of those guys have done that have come on to be great permanent signings for Everton. So,
well, I think the biggest thing I'll take from this that will help me in the rest of my career is that I now have the confidence that I can play with any player at any level, at any time, no matter what the circumstance. That's never going to be in doubt again. And you don't know that until you go and do it. You always think, oh, I could play at that level. You watch on TV and say, I could do that, I could do that. But until you actually immerse yourself in it and do it, you're never going to be sure. But now I have that confidence, and that's going to help me the rest of my career. I am proud of myself. I'm proud that I was able to mentally step into a situation where I could have easily said, oh, I'm not going to be successful for this reason, that reason, that reason, that reason. I didn't allow that to happen. I just told myself, I'm going to succeed. I'm going to give everything I have when I'm here. I'm here to play soccer, so I'm going to give everything I have towards it. And I know I'm going to do well. And at that point, all I needed was a chance. And I give Moyes a lot of credit for giving me that chance. And obviously, it worked out well for everyone.